All right, everybody.
I hope everyone's doing well.
Good evening. I hope everyone's doing well tonight. I'm going ahead and starting to figure out how to get some streaming things down right now. So you'll forgive me while I go through it, but got a little bit of music finally in the background through Tribe of Noise Radio, so royalty free, which I'm discovering. Got a new, very temporary setup. Going to try this Tatami mat style piece in order to do my work on. I think it does a decent job, but it's got that problem of too much stuff there. So I was thinking of actually doing everything on this in order to have something that you all can see from. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. For now, we're just moving forward. And as it stands, I actually also have this up on my YouTube as well. So I'm trying to figure out how to get that to work. So you'll forgive me as I start going through this real quickly. I should have something in here that shows YouTube Studio. Nope, that's wrong. Go to my channel. There we go. Go to my channel. There we go. Share this. So now I should just be able to share this to people. Wonderful. To people. Wonderful. Okay, so now we'll see how this works. Okay, so now we'll see how this works. Welcome those who have been able to make it. Welcome those who have been able to make it. All right, we're gonna see if we can get the Facebook thing to work properly as well, but no guarantees. Right now, I'm up on YouTube at TheVikingWay, and I'm also gonna be up on Facebook Live. So those of you who can see me on Facebook Live, awesome. Those of you who see me on The Viking Way, hi, it's good to see you. So we're going to figure this out a little bit more here. Alright, we're going to go to Facebook. And we'll see what we get going on. And we'll see what we get going on. Alright, I don't have the right title up, but it's still being called episode 2 right now, so I'll get all the... We're just going to go ahead and drop on down. So this is where we ended last time I was on. We got the whole wheel here going on. We've been able to see... this construction get done. We'll be able to smooth all this out. Pretty proud of the very first attempt at doing this, and we're going to see where we go today. Alright, so we're going to set this piece aside, make ourselves a drink, and then we're going to go ahead and get going. So until then, if you guys have any questions, any comments, anything at all, just feel free to ask them. I'm going to see if I can start getting this chat to work for the YouTube. So any YouTubers on, if you'd like to ask some questions, let's see if they come through. All right. Oh, that's right. There was something I wanted to put up here. So I'm learning how to use So I'm learning how to use this streaming system called OBS. It's actually really simple and really straightforward. And very hard in other respects. In some respects, and very hard in other respects. So we're going to try something right now and see how well it works. Create a new one. We're going to call it this. So create a new one. We're going to call it this. And it's going to say... We're going to change the color of it to, and we're going to change the
We need to make this whole thing smaller. That's right.
We need to make this whole thing
I should be able to take
smaller.
this.
That's right. So now I should be able to take this.
Aha. Okay.
Aha. Okay.
Alright, I'm doing some live live editing right now.
Alright, I'm doing some live live editing right now. Alright.
Cool. Alright, so
Cool.
should be now in the upper left
Alright,
screen,
so should be now in the upper left
a new
screen.
thing.
You see
Let's see if I can copy this
a new thing.
and add it here. There's a wicked echo. Alright, good knowledge. Let me see about going into this device here and just cutting off.
Let me see about going into
the audio capture
this device here and just cutting off the audio capture completely.
Well, when I'm in this view, it's gone, and just in the head on.
Well, when I'm in this view, it's gone, and just in the head on camera. Okay, fix that. In the head on camera. There we go. That should fix that echo on the in face portion. So now, all right. So no echo here. Echo on this one. All right. I turned off the desktop audio there, so hopefully that should fix that. We'll see what happens. Oh no! There we go. Boom. There we are. I fixed it. This thing is very sneaky, but I'm getting it figured out. Yep. Okay. There we go. All right. So I'm online YouTube, online on Facebook, and now I wanted to add something into this stream as well. Just the text here. Ah, here we go. Got it. Very cool. So I can just add it like that. Aha. And now I can go into that and I can go ahead and edit it. I can change the color. Boom. All right. From the title, I expect more fleshlight. That's fair. That's fair. I can certainly see where you would assume more fleshlight. That should be everything. Oh, that shows the was live feed. Now we're on the is live feed. There we go. Drink some for me. The pregnant lady misses some wine and drinks. I am going to drink some for you right now. I'm going to make myself the token gelatinous cube, and we will get started on the next portion of this piece. All right. Okay, a couple ounces of good Irish whiskey. Topped off with just a little bit of interesting colored beverage. And we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. So again, we started off with this piece of the hurdy-gurdy, which is the rotational part. This is the back of it right here. So this piece would act right here, back of the hurdy-gurdy, front of the hurdy-gurdy. And this is the rotational piece right here that would cause the tonal sound on the strings. So this part's complete, so we're moving on to the next step, which is some sort of internal geared piece
but I haven't yet figured out what it does. So I'm going to live in surprise just like you are. We're going to go ahead and start building it. We're going to need deck pieces 1 and 6. Gosh, that's a good drink. Let's go ahead and find deck pieces 1 and 6. Easy enough. Here's deck piece 1 right here. And then deck piece 6 is, well, right here, it looks like. I've already held on to it. Cool. Let's just make sure there is some waxing that's going to be involved here. There. There's some waxing that's going to be involved, and there is some hammering that's going to be involved. So, I'm going to work on hammering my wood some more. Let's get out the puncture tool, hammer, and wax. And we're ready to get started. Alright. We're going to need a couple of those stick pieces, which I have in here right now. Looks like we need 1, 2, 3, 4, which is fine. I got plenty of those that I've already popped out. Just so you guys can follow along, this is what I'm looking at right there. All the darkened pieces are what I have to pop out of these in order to move forward. All right. Place this right here. We're going to need the smaller one here. We're going to need the 13 right here. All right, there we go. Pieces out, and boom. That's not everything off of here, but it's a couple of the pieces I need right now. So that's the number 14 piece, which is right here. There we go. All right, we got our next trash piece. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. Get this out. I got ourselves a blackboard so we can start writing all of the things that I say too much of. So we're going to start off with hammer the wood. The more things you guys see that I keep saying too much of that are innuendos, let me know. And we're going to start playing some innuendo bingo. All right. And at some point I will have this blackboard up constantly in the corner of the stream, so that way we will be able to start keeping track of all the innuendos that I mistakenly and inadvertently say sometimes because I'm not thinking about what I'm saying. The only thing that I'm going to do my best to do is not swear on this stream, so that way it can be child friendly, because I know I have a lot of friends that have children. So let's go ahead and keep going. Where did I put that puncture tool? There you go. Pop in the wood. All right. It's another piece that's done. So we need 13, 14, and 12. These the pieces all come together here. Let's give that a good whack. This is the 220 grit that I'm going after it with. Just trying to smooth out all the laser cut pieces here, so that way I don't get a splinter myself. That way they go in nice and tight here. There we are. Yeah, so one of the things I noticed is when you're all these pieces of plywood, when it's cut with the grain, that's where all the connection pieces are on these. So little micro laser cut there, laser cut there. It's pretty interesting. The way they go in. Oh, yep, they got a new one. The way that would Heather caught me. All right. So now we got two. Hammer the wood, and that way they go in nice and tight. All right. Right, so I don't know if you can see, yeah, you can see the grain here just barely. So you see the grains going across like this, and so that's where all of these connection pieces were left. So that's seems to be the strongest connection piece while still being easy to pop off. I'm curious, I guess that's why they have none across here at all, is to make sure that that's not an issue to have. So that's really neat. Just the thought process that came into the production of this. It's not something you see every day anymore. And a little more forethought for decrease in cost of manufacturing to make this super affordable for someone like me to just go pick up and putz around with. Smooth out all of my edges here. There we go. So that's done, this is done, that's done. So now, let's start ramming all these pieces together. I got this big one right here. This one's going to go on top, and this one's going to get punctured right through. Alright, okay, well there was no... That was a very loose fitting. Oh, okay, that's because this is the base that all the other pieces are going to have to go on top of. Alright. Also, let's see if I can... There we go. Oh, wow. A lot of people have joined in. Okay, those I haven't said hi to. Steve, hey, bud. Michelle, hey. Mark, hey. You're super affordable. Okay, yep, that's an innuendo. That's fair. Well, see, I didn't say that, Mark, but that's fair. I also don't appreciate when it's loose fitting. Okay. got this piece done, so now I gotta look at puncturing out these pieces. Oh, so we'll set this part aside. We're gonna get to working on grabbing these larger gears. Looks like that piece here and 16 here are one and the same. Let's go ahead and knock that out. Alright. Boom. And then this was what? Was this 17? Yeah, this was 17. So we're going to keep that here. So I know what that was. This was 16. And then puncturing out the one next to it is 15. One of these ones here. So let's... There we go. Out you go. 15. We're going to have to puncture out all those 15s before this is done, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, all of them. Alright, cool. Might as well do it now. Now I'm being a little more conscious of where I puncture or I press on these, because in the last stream I ended up taking off a layer of the plywood from one of the sprockets, and I don't want to do that again. I don't want to risk this thing having less longevity than it already may not have. And in case some of you didn't see my local favorite pub, the Cloak and Blaster, they were able to get onto WESH 13, talk a little bit about some of the struggles they were having with the loans and how that's all supposed to work. And so I'm going to try to do my part and just keep everyone abreast of this situation there, and that is that I want you to go out and support them as best you can. Go out and support all of your local mom and pop shops and all of your local businesses if you can afford it. If it's within your budget, if it's within your capability, just go ahead and do it. I mean, I know that it's not easy, and I know that some of us don't have jobs right now, and I know that those that do still have a bit of a tight budget. And just do what you can. You can't ask for any more than that, and I would never ask for any more than that. Even if it's just to let them know that you're there for them in spirit, and you're there to encourage them to succeed. Because I know I am. Alright. That's those pieces all out. And then one more gear to puncture. Stab that one out. Ooh. Okay. Gosh, I think it's going to be a continuous goal to not get a splinter doing this. Let's see if I can get that in there. Ooh, that's a tight fit. Get in there. There you go. And for those who are curious, right now we are listening to Static in Verona by Effigy. This is really, really good. I like this song. Someone write that down. I will write that down. Static in Verona by Effigy. Another thing I'm trying to build up is my playlist of royalty-free songs. So the next is Jeff Campbell, Steal Your Car. All right, we got all 4 of these pieces out. We got our board. That's another thing I got to figure out is where everything goes here on the table. Let's get out those 4 pieces. 1, 2, 4. All right. By the way, Mark, you need to figure out how to come get your alcohol from me at some point. Because that thing is just staring me down. Clean. Your face audio is a bit low. That makes sense. Let me jump into that and let me increase it just a smidge. Boom. All right. Yeah, I forgot to install the Yeti mic for this stream. I'll have it on the next one, and it'll make my audio consistent and coming from one direction, which that'll be really nice. All right. That's 4 down, 4 pieces to connect, and I am supposed to do what to all these? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I'm going to be waxing a lot of teeth. Um, oh, that's a tight fit. Get in there. Wonderful. Heather's just going to keep score for us on all the things I say. That way they go in nice and tight. Okay. Maybe this is not going to be children friendly, regardless of what I say and do. So, let's just go around the edging here. Oh. Gotcha. There we go. All right. Little stragglers here, pieces I need to knock out. Your teeth edges. Hey, Tom just joined. How you doing, Tom? All right. Waxing up all of the teeth. This is probably as boring as it looks. Curious, buddy? Oh, well, I'm making a hurdy-gurdy. It's a fun, interesting instrument that was probably the closest thing to bagpipes that I can really explain while still being a fully stringed instrument, which is really cool. What is going on with Cloak and Blaster? Cloak and Blaster is suffering like everybody else is, Winston. So I know you're up there in Georgia, so you're probably, you know, a lot of the mom and pop shops are shut down except for your standard takeout and stuff like that. And so since they classify as a restaurant, they do still get to do takeout and delivery, but that's a major cut to their finances because they're a tabletop place. I mean, their whole business dynamic is being able to be there and play tabletop games with people and enjoy yourself and drink. So it's cutting on all of their resources. You had a lot of people who didn't go out on St. Patrick's Day and a lot of other major holidays that have come up. Okay, commercial's over. Back to my shows. Have fun. Bye, Tom. This is a fun song. All right. This is probably absurdly boring. All right. So go ahead and start asking questions, people. What song are you going to play when you finish it? Well, there are a couple of songs here that they actually have. There's Ode to Joy, Whatever, Brandley, De Sabot, and then Medieval Rock and Roll. So I'm looking forward to trying to figure out medieval rock and roll at the very end of it. But probably a couple songs I'm going to want to play are some Black Sabbath and some Metallica. See if I can find fingerings for that music. All right. Alright, that really isn't the right way to do this, I don't think. Let's make sure that you got some wax on it. Alright. Well. Wax these, because I'm not sure I'll be able to wax those pieces there. Oh, I see what it's suggesting. It's telling me to wax the top of it. Okay. So wax the top, because these are going to spin on top. That makes sense. Gotcha. Alright. So now each of these are going to go like this. Ooh. There we go. Get into your hole. Alright. Oh. Let's try the other side here. Okay. Make sure I got a little bit of space here so that way they're free moving. Cool. Alright. That piece is done, and let's bring in back in this piece here. Now, wax on all of this here. Because this is going to go right on top. And now 17 is going to go on top of that with 18 to lock it in. Any parts of, yeah, the bottom of 17. Okay. Give that a nice little rub down. And I may want to go. And then I'll go on all of these here.
see here. Gotcha. Yeah, lots of things happen at work too. Can't really talk about openly, long and short. Back to field work and office work. I'll try and call you tomorrow on my way back from site. Speaking of, I've got to be on site across AL tomorrow, so I'm going to dip out soon. All right, Winston. Hey, thank you for being on for a bit and hanging out. Okay, 18. All right. There's got to be a better way to wax this wood. I'll have to figure that part out. All right, let's move all this over. I need a harder thing to knock down on. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot better. That worked a whole lot better. Okay, so this is really loose. But that's fine because there's another stabilizing piece. Well, if I'm going to use that for that, then I'm going to use this for that. I'm going to use this to hammer on. This is... I never thought a stone and wood coaster would come in such handy for making our hurdy-gurdy, but sure enough it does. Thank you to Lindsay and John Dernick. Still haven't figured out how to get those working on the screen there. Send me a picture when you are done. Winston, this is going to be many, many days in the making. I'm only going to be streaming every other day or two. So this is going to be taking me a few weeks, which I'm totally okay with, actually. But, yeah, when it's fully done, I will send you a thing. Hey, John, thank you for joining. Kat, thank you for joining. You caught me at the halfway points of putting this together. So now I am going to be working on finding this piece, piece 19, which is right here. And then that is going to slide right on. Then I gotta wax more pieces. Then I'm going to notch the edges. And those two edges are located where? Oh, those are on a separate piece completely. Well, darn, I'm gonna have to knock out 51 here. Looks awesome so far. Sorry if I'm not going to be able to hang out tonight. Need to pack. No kidding, Kat. Are you going to travel Center Florida? Or are you going for another distance flight? Fingers crossed it's not another long distance flight. Come on now. There we go. God, it is hard to punch out my wood. By the way, John, if you're still on, I got myself a whiteboard to keep track of all my innuendos. And I have another person keeping me good here. So right now we've got Hammer the Wood,
That way they go in nice and tight. You're super affordable. Oh, that's a tight fit, get in there. And that way they go in nice and tight. So yeah, I'm not doing well today. But I haven't sworn yet, so still children friendly. Okay, this piece number 51 I'm going to need later, so I'm going to put that in the box. And let's go ahead and knock out this piece. All right, let's see here. Noise. That's right, John. It is nice. I got two people on. Oh, that's what it is. Let's knock that one out. Let's knock out the live dashboard here. And now we're on the restream here. Boom. On hold. And... okay. All right. All right, we're figuring out a couple of other things right now on here. Like, let's knock that out because I don't need to worry about that right now. All right, does anybody have any questions for me while I'm getting forward on this? Any questions about hurdy-gurdies or things to move forward? Oh, you got to be kidding me, Kat. You really got to go to California? They will let me on the plant on Saturday. Wow. I am really sorry that you have to make a trip to California. I wish you the best of luck, and obviously keep us posted, because I definitely want you to stay safe. I know these are pieces I don't have to sand down, but I'm going to anyways. Might as well have it look nice, even if I won't see it later. There's a chance it might interfere with something else at another point. Alright. And let's make sure that the gear teeth are as clean as they can be. I'm a betting man. They've left enough space in the gearing for little notches and nodules to not interfere with each other. But better to take 10 seconds now and not have it lock up later. Alright. So we've done that. And now I need to go run this along the inside. Let's wax the inside of this gear. Alright, that looks about as waxed as that's going to get. So large piece here, large piece there. So we're going to want to have big to big, small to small. And then this is going to have to somehow just slide together. Let's go ahead and swap the camera here so you can see what I'm doing. So move a couple pieces here so you can see what's going on. So I finished this piece here, spinning around. I got these gears moving right here. Ooh, little tight, but not the end of the world. And I have this gear piece right here that now needs to slide on, so that way they're on top of each other. So that's what I'm trying to zhuzh together right now. Oh, that went a whole lot easier than I expected. All right. All right. Okay, that's not too bad. There we go. Nice. All right. Ah, I'm getting too overzealous. No, no, get back in your holes. Don't fall out.
Packing 2 bags. Don't think anything is over there, so planning on taking yarns that I haven't crocheted in weeks. Yeah! Hey, make me one of your famous masks. See if they got one for us beardy people. Alright, that's done. That all fits. Let's not mess with success. Let's go look for plate number 2. This is now trash. That was 1 and 6. Let's go in search of number 2. What's it look like? Oh, okay. Flat beams. Aha. Here we are. Ooh, yeah. Here's number 2. Don't know if I'll be able to handle the awesomeness of your beard. Leith made a different pattern than I have been. Oh, Leith hasn't made one that'll fit a beard either. He's gone clean shaven, much like everybody else, and I refuse to. I do not want to cut off my beard. I don't want to look 20. And yeah, that's all there is to that. All right, let's pop out these pieces here. Let's give all these parts a nice waxing. Just while it's asking for it now, and I remember. Ah, no. Okay, gotcha. Gotta use more fingers. There is not a right way to hold on to this, but a little bit of practice, a little bit of fingering, and you are good to go. Shave and make a mask with a faux beard. Oh, that sounds really cool, and please don't make me a mask with a faux beard because I won't wear it because I'm not going to shave. Sorry, it's not going to happen. Here we go, John. That's true. You have made some very successful crochet beards. They look really cool, actually. All right, so just these 2 pieces here. All right, out you go. Nice little knockdown there. A little what and a little what? I don't know, man. I'm not paying attention to what I'm saying, so you guys are gonna have to start writing in the comments if I'm making innuendos. And if I am, I'll write them on the blackboard. So the goal will be not to do it next time. And if I do it next time, we're gonna have to come up with either a punishment or a reward system. We're not really sure how we're gonna play that out yet. All right, we're coming up on the last pieces for tonight, which that'll be nice. I don't know how long I've been streaming, but it's been a little bit. Oh, it's been about 51 minutes. So, oh, that's really cool. So far I've had 0 dropped frames. This is a really strong system. I'm really surprised by this. Pleasantly surprised, but I'm really surprised by OBS and how it works. There's a lot of
information that I think once I start getting used to the user interface and I start getting used to all of the pieces, it'll be easier to utilize. Just so everyone's aware, when I look like I'm looking up, I'm just looking straight at the computer screen, because if this is where the computer screen is, down to the bottom right is where the camera is. I don't know why. I don't know why it's above the screen like it is in every other uh, laptop, but in this one it's not. So I'm always having to make sure that I'm looking at the screen, and I actually have a little sticky there, so that way I always remember where the camera is. Don't yawn, Mike. Don't yawn. That is weakness. All right, so I'm going to follow this. This piece here goes like that. This piece here goes like that. It's going to be bottom, bottom, top, top. Going on like that. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Whoop. Get those pieces started. Let's try to wedge this in a little bit. There we are. Make a swear jar, or make a list of projects you want to get done that you just haven't, and if you don't succeed, then tomorrow you have to do one of the projects tomorrow. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I definitely got things I have to get done that I haven't done. One of the big ones is consistently doing at-home gym workouts. That's been rather hard for me to get motivated to go do. So that's definitely something to add to the list. Okay, we don't want this to... Come on now. There you go. Flush up to your holes. Okay, that's flush. That's flush. Ooh. Little rough, but not the end of the world. And then this piece should go on like this, right? Yeah. Let me wax these again because I've been messing around with them. Now that I have a solid edge on the other ones, I don't have to be fingering them as much. Woohoo! Oh, there's no easy way to put these in, is there? There you go. Damnation. There we go. All right. There we go. All right, that's another piece done. right, so if we're going to go ahead and skip ahead and see what's next. Oh, all right. Now we start putting on the body pieces. Well, I guess that means I need to go ahead and start staining the body pieces to get that ready, don't I? All right, well then I guess it's going to be about another 2 days before I'm back on stream, everybody. But I found a nice color to go on the sides, and that color is going to be, you know what? You'll just go ahead and see. But I think you'll like it. I think it's a pretty nice color. And I can tell you it's a semi-transparent, so we'll still be able to see the wood grain, which that'll be fun. And it'll go from there. All right. So let's take a quick look on how these two pieces are supposed to connect. If that holds right, this piece, the gears on this piece and this gearing on this side are what are going to edge up to each other. And this is how that's going to look. Just like that. Oh, boom. Just like that. You're going to have these two pieces edge up to each other. It's going to look like this. And then you're going to have the long beam pieces going across the side, and that will be the first makings of the body. All right. Another page down, another page done. I'd like to thank everybody for watching the stream. Thank you for coming out. Look, I love my family. I love my friends. I hope you are all being safe with the color. I hope you're being safe with the color. Yeah. And I hope the music, you were able to hear that in the background a little bit, so that was good in the quiet times. Start asking questions. Anything you want to know about me, I'm an open book. But at the end of this, that means it is time for the family quote. To friends, the family, health of each other, raise them and sink them, and let's have another.